All right, let's talk about a tool that might just change how you deal with information for good. If you've ever felt like you're completely buried under a mountain of documents, whether you're a student, a researcher, or just doing your job, you're going to want to stick around. We are diving deep into Google's NotebookLM.
You know the feeling, right? You've got dozens of tabs open, a desktop folder that's just overflowing with PDFs, maybe a super long meeting transcript you're supposed to read. You know the answer you need is hiding in there somewhere, but actually finding it feels impossible. It is the classic definition of information overload, and honestly, it's exhausting.
So, what's the way out of this mess? Well, here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to define the problem, what we're calling the information deluge. Then we'll introduce the solution, your very own AI research partner. We'll get into some really cool new ways you can learn with it, explore how it uses your sources to get you answers, and then see its real-world impact. And finally, we'll tackle the big, important questions about security and privacy.
Okay, let's start at the beginning, the information deluge. This really is the core challenge that so many of us are facing every single day. Think about it. Quarterly reports, academic papers, company training videos, you name it. The amount of stuff we have to get through is just staggering. The problem isn't that we don't have enough information. Heck no. The real challenge is pulling out the one key insight, that single important fact, quickly and without losing our minds. But what if you didn't have to navigate this flood of information alone? What if you had a partner? This is where our solution comes in. Let's meet your AI research partner and talk about a much smarter way to work. So, what is NotebookLM? Here's the most important thing you need to know. It's an AI partner that is grounded in the information that you trust. Now that word, grounded, is everything. Unlike other AIs that search the entire vast, weird internet, this tool works only with the documents and sources that you provide. This is truly the best way to think about it. It's not another Google search. Instead, it becomes your personal, private research assistant. It's like you hired an expert who has instantly read every single document you've given them and is now on standby, ready to answer your questions, summarize things, and even help you brainstorm, all based only on your material. It's an expert on your world. And now for one of the coolest new features, and this one is a big deal. It's a completely new way to learn by turning your dense documents into audio. This is all about making your work and your research more flexible and, frankly, more accessible. And check out how simple this is. You just upload your sources, click a single button that says Create Audio Overview, and that's it. NotebookLM generates a custom audio summary for you. This is a total game changer. Just imagine turning a 100-page report into a podcast you can listen to on your commute or while you're at the gym. It really makes your research material mobile. Okay, so we can now listen to our research, which is amazing. But what kind of stuff can we actually feed into this thing? Let's take a look at all the different sources you can use and then how you can control the kind of answers you get back.
Look at this list. The versatility is just incredible. You can pull everything into one central spot. Of course, it handles all the standards, Google Docs, PDFs, plain text files. But where it gets really powerful is that it can also work with websites, public YouTube videos, and even other audio files. You can literally ask questions of a video lecture or a recorded meeting. How cool is that?
And we're not talking about little text snippets here. Each individual source you upload can be up to 500,000 words long. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the length of a monster novel like War and Peace. This just shows you this tool is built for serious, deep-dive research projects, not just quick little summaries. So having all your sources in one place is great, but the real magic, the real partnership, happens in the interaction. You don't just want an answer from your AI, you need the right answer in the right format for whatever it is you're trying to do. And this slide right here shows the incredible level of control you have. So instead of a generic command like summarize this, you can get super specific. You can ask for an academic style or tell it to focus only on the key financial metrics. This customization means you can tailor the AI's output so it's perfect for your specific audience or your goal. Okay, so the theory and the features are all great, but what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's check out some concrete examples of how businesses are already putting NotebookLM to work. You can just see how widely this applies. For a strategy team, this means turning a huge, dense financial report into a high-level executive summary in minutes, not hours. For HR, you can basically create an instant, interactive FAQ for new hires just by feeding it the training manuals. Sales teams can create customized talking points from product spec sheets. And for R&D, it's an unbelievably powerful way to synthesize research and spot trends across dozens of different studies.
Of course, anytime you're working with company data with sensitive information, there's one topic that is absolutely non-negotiable: security and privacy. So let's talk about how NotebookLM is grounded in trust.
And this right here is a direct and crucial promise from Google. Let me say that again. NotebookLM does not train its models on your data. So unlike some AI tools that learn from everything you put into them, your private information, your reports, your research is not being used to train the wider AI. What you upload stays yours, period.
So, to sum it all up, your data, your control. It's built on top of the super secure foundation of Google Workspace. Everything you upload is private by default, unless you explicitly choose to share it. It integrates perfectly with Google Drive, so pulling in docs and slides is a breeze. And you have all the controls you need to share your notebooks and collaborate securely with your team.
And really, that's the question to leave you with. When you can finally stop wasting all that time just digging for information and instead have an intelligent partner to help you analyze it, synthesize it, and create with it, what new connections are you going to make? What hidden insights will you finally have the time and the brainpower to uncover?